Hello, my name is Eric. I'm an inquiry management lead with Concordia University, Wisconsin, and Ann Arbor. For those of you that may not know about our playbooks, it's a guide book for us to not get lost if we're going off of it for conversation. So there will be times where you will break off, and start talking about other things, sometimes things that may not pertain to what they originally called on, but it allows you to get back to that spot so you never lose your place. When we first started, not too many of us had an idea as far as what we wanted to say or what our voice is. Our playbook represents our voice. It's not necessary. It's not a script, because you can tailor it to however your style is. Right now, everybody's going to talk the same. Not everybody's going to have the same conversation. And mine is more of a personal style where I talk to you as if you're a friend. You can't necessarily go off of a script to do that. So a lot of my questions are things that I would normally say in conversations, even outside of work. So it helps me stay on track, where if I feel like the conversation is going dead, or I'm running out of things to say, or running out of things to talk about, this will have a nice little topic list for me. It's like, okay, we're talking about your questions and concerns. My cost conversation is right after that. Did they mention anything about costs? Okay, cool. That's a nice way for me to go into that, instead of, well, have you thought about what you wanted to do with cost? Do you know what the payments are? It eliminates that awkwardness. So I already have that in my back pocket. In the very beginning process, I was fighting against my guidebook or my playbook, because it felt very similar to where I came from, until we started having more conversations where it was, you guys created an environment for me to step up and just say, you know what, this is all great, but this isn't how I talk. This isn't how I speak outside of work. This isn't how I would speak wherever. It's just not me. And to my surprise, instead of it being a back and forth argument or where it could have been, it was more of like, okay, make it so it's you. Mm-hmm. And that allowed so much creative freedom to be able to go back and like, yeah, you're right, and have these imaginary conversations with myself and say it back and forth to what sounded right for myself. What would my perfect call with higher education be? And that has allowed me to create this playbook now, where I'm so incredibly proud of it, because it literally makes a phone call as easy as possible.